Welcome to your weekend focus for June the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, 2017. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you so much for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I truly send it right back to you. Let's see what the energy... I gotta show it to you. Gotta show it to you. Look at the one that popped into existence here. The World card. The World card says we have come to the end of our path. It is time to step into a new path. It is time to prepare yourself. Now, that doesn't mean that this weekend is, the deadline. We have time. We are in a one energy. And for some of us, depending on, what your personal year number is, some of us won't really get the new beginnings until the fall, after the eclipses. So this is a time to really finish up loose ends in your life. Completion, endings, closure. This is a time when we step away from old things in our life and get ready, prepare ourselves to step into the new. So, I love that that card appeared. I had to show you because it was so fitting. Because I do think that, we're in June. Did anybody else go, my goodness, June? Really? Already? Where'd the half a year go already? Soon we'll be having the summer solstice. Before you know it, we'll be into eclipse season. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But so definitely we are in the energy, and we have been in that energy, haven't we, for quite some time now, of really looking at our lives and what is important to us, of how we define abundance in our life. What brings in peace, happiness, contentment, love, passion. And acknowledging that about ourselves. Acknowledging the unique part of who we are. Yes, we're all, in some way, we have things in common. But there's things that make us so unique. And it's our passions, our dreams, our desires, what makes us happy. What brings in laughter, passion, desire. And it's realizing what those things truly are in our lives, not what everybody else tells us it should be. And getting excited about moving forward into it. And that can also be quite scary. Look at this. We have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. And those wands stand almost like our portal. And there we have two boxes. I think on Thursday we had the 10 of coins right in the middle. So this is the key. And there's a couple of boxes. There's two ways to go. So we may be weighing our decisions out. We may be weighing out the pros and cons of things in our life this weekend. Absolutely. Five of Cups is back again. So now I talked a little bit earlier in the week about, almost being too fearful to move forward. Not experiencing your passion, your laughter, your joy. Not allowing yourself to go in search of it. So be careful of that energy. Five of Coins. Well, get comfortable. I think we're going to be here for a little bit. Look at Temperance comes in now on the other side. So the balance does come in. Absolutely. Two fives. We have the Page of Wands at the end, and this is the new beginnings. So look at that, huh? What exciting cards these are. Now, don't get all upset about the Five of Cups and the Five of Coins, okay? But we may very well be looking at what we don't have. We may be looking at the struggles we've been through and where we are and beating ourselves up for it, that we haven't met a goal, a dream, a desire, that we took a left when we should have taken a right, that we said something that forever changed our path forward. So don't, don't allow that negative energy to continue. That voice inside of you saying you're not good enough. You missed the boat. You're too old. You're too young. You are, well, if you're too young, I guess you haven't missed the boat yet. You're too tall. You're too short. You don't have the right qualifications. You should have went back to school when you had the chance. You should have said yes to that job opportunity. You should have said yes to that proposal. You should have joined into that group. You should have stepped out of that group. So we can sit and very easily pick out the things that we should not have done. We need to look at our empowerment of what makes us us. That knowing that those struggles that we went through, those challenges that we went through, actually built character, actually built strength. Now, we would like to be dancing through fields of daisies every day, absolutely. But that's not when we learn. That's not when we empower ourselves. That's not when we build our character. That's not when we seek the truth. It's when it gets hard. It's when we're backed against a wall. It's when the hurdle seems so high. So some of the strongest words you can say to yourself is, this too will pass. You've made it to this point. There have been things in your life that have you've overcome, you've gotten through, even though you didn't think at the time you'd survive it. You're here. Of course you survived it. And it's giving you that unique perspective that nobody else has. So if you're going to raise those cups out, get excited about what you're raising those cups out to fill them with. What's the box that you want to open? You get a key. You get choices. You get to make the decision. So with this card being the first card, I would definitely say, once again, meditation, prayer, alone time. Excuse me. Alone time. Reflection. Allow yourself to question why you want a certain goal, a dream, a desire. Go deeper into it. Don't just scratch the surface. Understand what truly makes you happy, what makes you joyful. Okay, you don't need a lot of extra stresses in your life because you don't like where you are. You do have the choice to go differently, to go into a new path, to go in a different direction. Even when you don't think that you have that choice, there is a choice. It just may not be the choice that you'd want. So you push that one away and say no choice, because it's not the choice that you want. Maybe looking at that choice and how can you make it work. We have temperance on the other side that says if we give this our attention this weekend, if we make the weekend for ourselves, so stay in the moment this weekend, don't get too serious about things this weekend, but allow yourself solitude, allow yourself time to journal or write or listen to music to allow things to come to the front. Maybe it's a song that reminded you of a time in your life that you have to heal from, that you have to move on from, that you have to leave in the past as far as sadness and dissipating energy. This is bringing in the balance. This is understanding how you can raise yourself to the light. And then we have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, wow. It's almost like we're getting over a hurdle this weekend, or we are, we come to an aha moment or an epiphany. So don't second guess it when it comes in place. Because then we have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is all about your imagination, setting your imagination on fire. Getting excited about what you can do, where you can go, what you can create, what you can invent, who you can be, who you can become. The Page of Wands knows that there is no box, so there's no thinking outside the box. It's unlimited. How big can you dream? Let's get a couple of angels here. So, you know, we don't want to be pushing through anywhere right now. We want to allow balance. We want to allow, you know, to raise our self-confidence, to raise our awareness that we've gotten to this point, that we are strong, that we are courageous, that we do possess wisdom, that we are unique. And that there is a new path awaiting your presence. And it's based on your decisions. So don't make your decisions out of dissipating negative energy, please. Of the have-nots. I don't have this yet. I don't think I can do that. Of course you can. Look at the positive. Look at the path you've walked. See your strength. That's what this weekend is about, because then it flips over to understanding how you can raise yourself up, understanding how you can go forward. It's like a light switch gets switched on. You were sitting in darkness and now you see everything so clearly. And you wonder why you didn't see it earlier. We have the Nine of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. Be prepared for any opportunity. Be prepared for things to happen out of the blue. When you are following your intuition, when you are really tapping into it, and if you are starting to do that on a daily basis, you notice the difference. That there's this inner guidance. So the Nine of Gabriel says, stay determined and move forward. Know that you've got this. Don't let dissipating energy or negative energy or people telling you that you shouldn't and you can't and why bother, and you don't have this or you don't have that, so how do you possibly think that you will succeed? I can go to any library and the autobiographies are everywhere of how they overcame, of how they stayed determined, of how they reached their goal. So can you. Seven of Raphael. Time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. A need for detoxification. If you want to look into meditation, I always am reminded of the chakra meditation when I hold this card up. Probably because of the 7 colors there. But if you don't know what a chakra meditation is, just type in CHAKRA into the YouTube search bar and you'll get 1,001. You might have to go through it and see one that fits your personality or timeline, because you can find one that's probably 3 hours, you can find one that's 15 minutes, so find something that suits you. But definitely meditate this weekend, definitely sit in silence, in reflection, in solitude, okay? Because it's time to make that decision. Just like the World card came out, it's time to make the decision of what's not going forward with you. And how you are going to step into your tomorrow. 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus on your thoughts of the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. If that doesn't say it all about those 2 5s that came up for us, your worry is unnecessary. So stop. Start looking at the positive in you, of what you've got going for you, of what you have working for you. It might be very little, but when you start to recognize it around you, you can't help but to recognize more. I once saw a t-shirt and it said, what if I woke up tomorrow with only the things I was grateful for yesterday? And I thought, ooh, I'm grateful to see, I'm grateful to touch and to see and to hear and to talk and to be able to move around easily. Just for starters, I'm grateful for my family, my home, my friends. I'm grateful for you. Your worry is unnecessary, so focus. Focus on your thoughts of the outcome you desire. And I've talked about that so much in the recent weeks, haven't I? About getting specific about what it feels like. Feel the energy. I should almost do one about the synapses of the brain, how that actually plays into this card. It's not as spiritual as much as how we are formed, our synapses. And if we think positive and we think positive, we start firing off the positive and the negative goes away. We don't see the negative anymore. Somebody will point out the negative to you one day and you'll go, oh my goodness, I totally saw the glass half full. Never even crossed my mind. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. So we want to focus our thoughts, tap into our emotion of how something makes you feel. The happiness, the deep, long breaths of peace, of relaxation, of good health, of no stress. Because you've reached the goal. And what does that goal look like? And how is it a reflection of you? And make it a part of you. And see that outcome. There's nothing to worry about. We have the King of Michael. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So don't hide from the talks you have to have with people. You don't want to take that energy, however chaotic or stressful it may be, you don't want to take that into the new beginning. So you need to have those conversations. And maybe we need to back it up this weekend to understand what we really need to say, what we're truly voicing. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. So we must stay grounded. We must tap into our wisdom. We must look at things from all angles, not a limited view. So we need to take our blinders off a little bit and see it as it is and not how we perceive it. Didn't we just have the magician as well? Getting rid of the illusion. Understanding where we have been tricking ourselves into believing one thing when in reality it's a completely different scenario. And facing it so you can move past it. That you can start building on your tomorrow. One more. The Six of Raphael. Embrace your inner child. Exactly. New friends, rekindled relationships, children or childhood. You know what? There's the theme for this weekend, is enjoy. Don't worry, we're going to be getting into some hard work energy, so this is a time to take it back a step. Enjoy, laugh. Fill yourself with positive energy, positive light. Don't sit there and let negative energy dissipate. Your light, your vibration, you want to raise that this weekend. So get together with friends, family, children. Embrace your inner child. So if you're a painter, get out those paintbrushes. If you're a dancer, turn up the music. If you're a singer, start singing at the top of your lungs. If you love to garden or bake or build or invent, this is your weekend. This is your weekend, and it's going to allow you to, because you can almost get trance-like when you get into a passion that you truly love, that takes you away. And you'll get those aha moments, you'll get those epiphanies, because you'll be open to it, because you've raised your vibration, you've raised your light. Let's see what our wise animals have to say. Yeah, 4 or 5 fell out, so we won't. But you know what it was? It was the monkeys. I should have kept it out. I can't laugh right now. I have been trying to rest as much as possible. I'm really not feeling anywhere near 100%. Trying not to push myself. Trying to take my own advice. Well, freedom. Freedom will do, won't it? The horse. And look at that, I open it right up to the horse, freedom. Just love the way spirit works. It just blows me away. It just humbles me every single time. Freedom, transformation, free spirit, move, and courage. The secret of happiness is freedom, and the secret of freedom is courage. Horse has a powerful message to share with you in regards to your time of transformation and newfound freedom. Sometimes it is easier just to sit in your fuzzy PJs, hoping that life will change. And yet you continue to allow yourself to be shackled away from your true spirit and your soul. However, Horse tells you that it's time to dream big. It may be time to make the changes within your current relationships, whether romantic or platonic, or it could be that you feel stifled by your current career choice. Freedom doesn't mean that you have to give up your entire life, but instead, allow yourself to disconnect from the anchors tied around you. It takes courage, but the end result will be a positive one. Spend some time in nature, taking the feeling of the wind in your hair. Breathe in nature's goodness and just be. Just a few moments of solitude each day can allow your soul to reboot and clear itself from all of life's toxicities, freeing it in order to see the proper path. Horse could also mean it's time for you to move house locations into the country. So remember, the secret of happiness is freedom, and the secret of freedom is courage. And right now, the energy is you finding that courage and making decisions that will lead you to abundance, your prosperity, your good health, your happiness, and your joy. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.